Frank Ragnow of your Detroit Lions. You are now tuning into the official new hotness, the One Pride podcast presented by ISN. This is your source for all Detroit Lions news, rumors, pre- and post-game day breakdowns. Go Lions.
What's up? DK Metcalf just scored a touchdown for my fantasy team, but the Detroit Lions just got their first victory of the season. What's up, guys? We got Noble, the Dern, and Antonio T up in the building. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, my man?
Man, what's up, guys? How y'all feeling?
Feeling all right.
I'm feeling all right. Okay, says
man, come on, man. You sound right, man.
Okay, Dern.
You got to get an audience.
I mean, I didn't expect us to lose like that, so this isn't really that insane.
You got to be happy, man, for these guys.
What's the word?
Oh, no, I'm happy.
How you feeling, man?
I don't know how many times I got upset during that game. I tried to keep my composure during it, but once again, the cardiac cats come through.
Absolutely.
Through that.
Yeah.
This time we're on the other side for one.
Yeah, this was. Now, yes, sir.
Man, I want to give nothing but respect, man, to the Detroit Lions for stepping up on defense.
Absolutely.
If it wasn't for the defense on today, you don't win the football game. Jeff Okudah getting his first pick. Love that, man. Love that. Man, they almost had 4 picks in this game.
Almost.
If your boy Jamie Collins doesn't drop it, that's 4 picks on Kyler Murray, man. Impressive.
Yes. And I think that was Jamie Collins or
it was
Harmon.
Oh, Harmon. Yeah, it was Harmon. Yeah,
yes.
Harmon. Yeah, Deron Harmon. Yep.
Yeah,
that would have been his second pick.
So, gentlemen, we go from 0 turnovers to 3. Should have had 4. The defense stepped up. They stepped up. I got to give respect to Jeff Okudah because he faced the two of the toughest receivers in the game, Devontae Adams and DeAndre Hopkins. And the way he closed on that ball for that pick was solid, bro. That was a solid
he closed in on it good, man. Very strong play from him.
Let's do this. Let's start from Noble, since you the dude with both ties in both cities. What did you like from your Detroit Lions, man?
Man, from the Lions perspective, I like that the Lions made the plays when they needed to make them. Guys was making catches when you think that they wasn't going to make any catches. Hockenson was huge, catching a lot of big plays. Deep ball, Marvin Hall. If that ball doesn't get called, if they don't get a flag on that play, what a play from Marvin Hall. I like everything that I saw from Galladay, man. Galladay, just his presence alone made the team play better, man, and made those guys look tremendously better out there, man.
Absolutely. Dern, how about you, man?
My favorite thing about this whole thing was watching your reactions. It was absolutely fantastic to watch. Oh man,
it was so
I have the biggest headache of the entire world, man. My head feel like it's about to explode.
Like when Marvin Hall made that catch.
Yeah.
That was a good catch.
Never forget that.
How depressing is it for it to come back? Like, that is depressing, bro.
Right.
It was, but you know what? And what about you? Appreciate that. What about you, Tone? What did you like to see from your Detroit Lions, man?
First let me say Okudah improved over the game. Actually, he's been improving, period.
He has.
But they threw him in there against the top receivers. I didn't know how. I mean, you kind of had to, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you got no choice.
You ain't want no choice. You don't want to hurt his confidence because, corner needs confidence. But, he took his lumps. He made that play, got up, bing, bang, boom. And he was actually doing a better job on Hopkins than we thought he did, because as soon as he left the game, Hopkins started going off.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So good for him. First of all, let me give a shout out. Taylor Decker.
Yeah.
I've been saying for a long time, he was like, Taylor Decker didn't deserve that contract. We just saw him go against Khalil Mack, Zadarius Smith, Preston Smith, and now Chandler Jones. And he looked great.
And he had one bad play. One false start and one false start, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. He played pretty well. He played good today.
He did play pretty, but I was mad at him. I was mad at him for that false start. Here's where I'm at, fellas. I didn't think we were going to win that game. And by the way, the Seahawks are leading the Cowboys with less than 2 minutes left, 38-31. Cowboys are in their 2-minute offense right now. I didn't think we were going to win that game. And I thought the Lions were going to do what they do. And what you know what I noticed today, fellas? A lot more diversity on defense with that rush. It wasn't it could be better. It could be better, but it was the best that we've seen all year. In my opinion.
Yeah, they definitely, man. I agree with you on that. They definitely they put pressure on Kyler Murray, made him make some bad throws, and that's what you're talking about, man. That's what you want to see from the Lions. You want to see them getting it was kind of like them rattling the cage of the quarterback. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because Kyler Murray, he'll throw a pick from time to time, but today they was able to confuse him so much in some of those packets. It looked like they was playing in like a 4-3 for a little bit. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, I like what they were doing, man. That 4-3 works with the Lions. The 3-4 is not good for those guys.
We've been saying that though, man. We've been saying that is like that, bro. We've been saying that is like.
Can I put two things into this?
Oh, absolutely, man.
So we finally saw a pass rush this year. Finally had a slight pass rush.
Yep.
And my second thing is that Patricia actually had a good game plan right here.
Yeah.
I liked his game plan. For once this year, it was solid.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. And I'm just like, but again, we've got to – it feels good. It feels good. I want to keep going on this, fellas. Like, I want to keep going. All the guys that he brought in, a lot of them, they made plays.
They did.
Jamie Collins, interception.
Yeah,
Harmon should have got an interception. Okay? I was real hard on Okudah. I was real hard, but he did his thing today. He did his thing today. That closing on that interception was a really amazing feat, man. He closed a lot of space and took it. It was a shame to see him get hurt. But what they kept doing, as I saw as well, is they kept feeding the ball to AP. And what that brought up was Marvin Jones. Okay?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, Lord. Hold on. Look who we got up in here. You weak.
What a Cardinals gear.
Oh, no. Boy.
The Red Sea.
No.
Oh, man. Trox, you got and you're gonna have to get a half and half jersey, Trox.
No.
Hey, my reverse psychology worked.
Yeah.
So I think we need Trox to vote for the other team every week now.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Okay. Let's give some time to Mr. Finagle over here, Mr. Fuddy Duddy. What are you doing back in the Lions jersey, my friend?
Less than 24 hours.
What happened to Red Sea? What happened, Trox? What happened, man?
Hey, I told you, Trox has happened.
Trox said.
He said until Matt Patricia got fired. That's what he said. And now he's back. So Trox,
all right.
tell us your story. Hey. Tell us your story.
All right, hold on. I got something for y'all. I got something for y'all.
Okay.
Y'all gonna be like, oh, come on now.
That brother took the change.
Is it an interception?
I have no idea. I'm waiting on it. It looks like he's trying to pull it up.
Hold on.
Oh man. Yeah. Oh man.
All right. Okay. So y'all want to say stuff like that, right?
Okay. All I know is you're supposed to be running around in your boxer shorts. That's all I know.
That ain't gonna happen.
Somebody came over to my stream and said Trox is running around in his boxer shorts if they win. That's what they said.
Nah.
Wow.
No.
All right. Okay.
Run past
so what you trying to show us, man? And this, ladies and gentlemen, is Mr. Finicky Trox with Sports Talk. Well, Trox, listen, I shouldn't really give you any time. I shouldn't give you no time, bro. What did you like to see from your team, from the Detroit Lions, I should say?
Well, hey, first and foremost, shout out to Jeffrey Okudah, picked up his first career interception. And shout out to the entire defense of the Detroit Lions. They went and actually forced turnovers.
Yeah.
You know, the red hot man for Arizona was Andy Isabella. They locked him down.
Andy was doing his thing. Yeah.
He was.
They locked him down, and they were not able to go and do what their game plan was, and that was keep forcing him, keep feeding him the football. And when he was able to do that, you know, when they took away that aspect of the Arizona offense, I think that really favored Detroit. So how ironic was it for the Detroit Lions to kick a game-winning field goal? You know, especially the type of year that Matt Prater has had. He's missed 2 50-yarders. He's, you know, we're going for a 58-yarder, trying to get an offsides call to make it a 53. I don't think they were ever going to even remotely go for it. I wanted it to, because I mean, if you're going to be in Matt Prater's range, I mean, let's face it, anywhere from 50 or from 20 all the way over to 63 yards is Matt Prater range. So
I think that's the old Matt Prater though, Trox. It's not the same Matt Prater.
He still got that leg.
I mean,
accuracy,
he still,
that's what I mean.
Accuracy
that's
is
what
the
I mean.
real part.
Can I bring up one more thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
How great was it to finally see? Oh yeah, Jack Fox too. But how great was it to finally see that we could run down the clock on our own terms?
That was. You know, here's what I like to see. Shout out to Kenny Galladay for coming back. You know, pay that man. We gotta pay him, bro.
You gotta pay Kenny Galladay, man.
It's time to pay Kenny Galladay.
No, ain't no. You gotta pay Kenny Galladay, man.
He was a difference maker on the squad.
He was a difference maker today.
Here's part 2 of that. If you trade Marvin Jones, I'm gonna feel some type of way, because Marvin Jones bought today.
He plays well with Kenny Galladay, man.
Absolutely.
He plays well.
He was nowhere to be found without Kenny, but that's why he's number 2. He's not
Marvin Jones only caught 3 for 3 and only had 51 yards.
Only trucks.
But he made them plays when it counted.
He made some key catches. Yeah,
and that's what I was trying to go for. And that's what I was trying to get at is, I mean, that's a lot for Marvin Jones, because if you look at his stats from say last week, he actually had 4 receptions for 6 yards, a 23 yards, and a touchdown. He was kind of like, he was the target. You know, you stopped him, that defense or that offense wasn't going anywhere.
I was like, can we get a shot at Darrell Bevell?
He had 4 receptions for 8 targets and 55 yards.
For figuring out that TJ Hawkinson and Jesse James can be on the field at the same time.
Yes. I was just about to bring that up, man.
We finally
using the tight end set.
Yeah.
Finally.
They had to use him.
Why haven't they been doing that?
I do not know.
Brother was solid. He was solid, bro. I mean,
and honestly,
he was throwing to Hawkinson and Jesse James today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like Jesse James should have had like 2 TDs.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah. He should have, man. He should have. But I think it was solid overall. I mean, obviously, we got to shore some stuff up. But I think it's kind of fitting how Jamie Collins, Deron Harmon, Vaitai with a huge hold, man. Took away the best ball that I've seen from Matthew Stafford all year.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was a good catch
in the bread basket. And that was Marvin Hall, right?
Yeah.
Another deep ball Hall. Only to be taken
deep
away.
Ball, that's what he do.
Speaking of deep ball, Dak just threw a pick in the end zone.
I saw that.
Man.
After he escaped a sack, stayed on his feet and threw a pick in the end zone. So Seattle got him. Hey, Cowboys are reeling. They reeling right now.
Man, that NFC East with them QBs, Wentz, Dak,
Wentz overrated.
Wentz is overrated.
Wentz looking really overrated right now.
Today.
Facts.
Joe Burrow just can't get his win. He just cannot get a win.
Yeah.
Bro.
But I do have to go, fellas.
Oh, absolutely.
I do have a scouting mission for some Sunday night football.
Shut up.
To do.
Get out of here. Why don't you go and switch your jersey and all that?
Competition.
Yeah,
I gotta watch that too. I've been hearing Drew Brees.
Goodbye, Travis. Hey, Travis. Peace out, man. Get up out of here.
All right, you guys. You guys all have a safe night. Congratulations. One Pride finally got on the board on the right side of things.
Finally.
All right, he out. I kicked him out.
Got him.
Hold on. I kicked him out because you just had on a different jersey, bro. You can't do that.
Hey, I didn't have no other jersey on.
You had on a different hat, and that's because you don't have a jersey, bro.
And he's gonna have to get that half and half jersey.
Hey, Trox is like Two-Face. He like He can't hear me. He like Two-Face, bro.
Hey, hey, this ain't no jersey. This is just a regular team.
Bro, you had a hat and a background. And you was, let's go, Red Sea, blah, blah, blah. All right, now you got to go, please.
Yep.
Man, so
what? Yeah, I think the reason, fellas, I think the reason why the Lions won this game today because they finally stuck with the game plan.
Yes.
Run the football.
Yeah.
Run the football. Yeah. Keep running it. They kept giving it to AP. He had over 75 yards rushing, which was pretty cool for him. I want to see them give the ball to DeAndre Swift more. No way that you're drafting this guy in the second round and not being able to use him, man. You got to be able to boost that guy's confidence when he gets out on the field. You know, AP, we already know what he can do. He's already a Hall of Famer. But I want to see DeAndre Swift more, man. I want to see him more.
Yeah. It was weird, man. We didn't see him until, what, fellas, like late second, early third?
Yeah, he played only a few snaps in the game. Yeah, he didn't play that many snaps in the game. There's only a few.
Okay. Yeah, it was weird, man. He didn't show up until the end. He didn't show up. I didn't think the Lions was going to win today, but I did have them winning at least one. I did say, like at least a game. I told y'all they was gonna win one.
I mean,
Grit.
Yeah.
Isn't that typical though, fellas? What the Lions do? You be thinking that when everybody starts going against them, then that's when they find a way to win a football game. Because everybody was saying like, yeah, the Cardinals are gonna win it, and then eventually the Lions found a way under pressure to get the W.
Yeah, which is something that the last time we kind of saw this was Jim Caldwell. Like the last time, because they had to travel 92 yards to get that kick.
Yeah, they did.
92 yards, man. And I'm happy for what I saw. The Saints game is really going to tell me a lot. I still think our run defense need to be solidified, but we were better than we've been.
Yeah,
we were better
definitely.
than we've been.
Also, Matthew Stafford has got to play a little bit better.
Yes, he does. He's very rusty.
He does. Yeah,
that's been the most surprising thing is the Lions won a game in which Matthew Stafford wasn't really that good.
He was off.
Right.
He was off. He left a lot of points on the board. Wide open to Jesse James. They said he was trying to protect Danny Amendola, but I don't know, man. I think he puts it on Danny's chest. That was a first down. I mean, Danny would have got popped though. But
hey, he would have. He would
have got popped. But Danny's a stud, man. He'll be all right.
Shout out to Will Harris for and making two crucial mistakes last week to being in the right position this week.
Absolutely, man.
Hey, shout out to Jamal Agnew too, man.
Yes,
couple pretty balls that Agnew caught. Agnew is looking pretty decent as a receiver, man. I gotta give him some love. He's running those routes and looking good. I'm like, okay, Agnew, I see you.
Look what happened when Kenny Golladay came back. It made
opened up
everyone look
everything.
better. Yeah, man.
It did.
It made everyone look better, bro. Well, I'm ecstatic right now. So let me ask y'all, fellas, this. I know it's early, but we go from fire Matt Patricia. We expected 0-3. What do y'all feel now? We'll start with you, Tone. What you feel about Matt Patricia, man, as far as him and his job security as of this week?
As of this week, I mean, you can't fire him. Come off a win. You just can't. You just can't. I think it's gonna take a while because this is a couple things. Well, most of the things I want to see. First of all, I want to see how this team looks when they get a little bit more healthy. Mm-hmm. Maybe not even really true font, but just getting Coleman back, a dude who's solid in the slot, and Curse at safety. See how he looks. That I also want to see a couple more things from the offense. I still think they should be taking more shots, with TJ and Marvin Jones and Galladay. Because I think we still got to see. I think the D-line is still improving. I heard Trey Flowers got injured in the beginning of the game because I missed like first couple
but
minutes.
he wound up coming back. He was there.
Man, they keep trying to get Trey Flowers with these injuries. They keep trying to get him.
Yeah, they do.
They keep trying to get him.
Hey, Okuda went down for a second too.
Yeah. He didn't finish the game. Okuda didn't finish the game, but
it was a noticeable difference when he got out the game.
It showed. I can't admit that, bro. It was. It rolls, man. Here's what I feel, and then we'll let you go, TA. I feel like Matt Patricia just bought himself maybe to the halfway through the season. Like if they go 1-7, something like that. If he beats the Saints, I think he finishes the year. I really do, because I think we bring the momentum off the bye week. We beat the Jaguars, and now we 3-2, and now we talking a different tune.
Also, the NFL, please schedule us the Vikings. They're not looking that good. Please give us the Vikings next week.
We had to take care of some business.
Truly, baby.
Your hopes and dreams are shattered, Micro Mike. What's going on?
Got him.
What's going on, fellas? And welcome to Micro Mike in a shocking victory. Detroit, my goodness.
Wow.
Okuda.
Big time.
Matata. Okuda was the stud, bro.
Yeah, he was. He was today, man.
Why, goodness.
So Mike,
and they picked on him too. So he did his thing, Mike.
Two of the best receivers in the game, back to back. He looked way better today than he did last week. But last week was his first game. Yep. I mean, I roasted him.
Grid, your voice sounds a little tweaked.
Yeah,
I'm honest too.
It is, bro. Man, Packers Nation says, GB, your in-game reaction was priceless. Yeah, man, it was, bro. It was. Mike, I know you still want him gone, man. So what do you think about buying Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn time? Do you think how much time do you think this win bought?
Win next week. Go 2-2. You go 2-2. That's what I predicted the Lions would be, 2-2. So if you go 2-2, you're at my prediction of the bye week. I didn't expect us to beat Arizona. I'm going to tell you that right now. But the offense looked much better with Kenny Galladay on there. And my God, the defense. Let's talk about the defense. Jamie Collins with a interception, jumping the route, catching the ball like a beast.
Yeah.
3 turnovers by the Lions defense by Kyler Murray. Insane to see. Jeff Okuda really, he grew a lot in this game. A lot.
Yeah, he did.
That's what happens when you put him against two of the best in the game right away, bro.
He looked confident, bro.
Yeah.
He looked. Can we finally say we got a star on defense?
But I'm worried about his durability, man. I am, because I don't know what happened.
He was looking like Buda Baker with those hits, man.
Yeah, he was coming in, flying in, making some great tackles, man.
Dang.
Okuda played well on today. I got to give him love. He's going to, as a rookie, you're going to get your bumps and bruises. That's part of going through the season. But for the most part, man, he pretty much was handling his business out there. And that's what you want to see from your young guys, growth and development.
Good God, man.
You know what I was impressed with, man, is the defensive play calling. I like what I saw on the line.
Yes.
It was a lot of stunts, man, some different looks. I still think the middle is something you got to worry about, but Collins was a difference maker today. Harmon should have got that pick, man.
Yeah, he would have had 2 picks. Yeah,
man, bro, we would have had 4 turnovers today.
4 interceptions. It would have been 4 interceptions.
Yeah. So, man, I'm excited right now. I don't want to get too excited. I got to see what we do against the Saints.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So if go ahead, TA.
Huge kudos to the defense, man, because we've been dogging the defense, and I'm a player. I play right, man. I play fair. If the defense step up, I gotta give them their love. I know we've been ragging on them, we've been dogging them. The defense was huge on today. They made some monumental plays out there, and that's all we wanted to see, man. We wanted to see the defense make plays, and they did that today. Finally.
Honestly, the defense low-key kept the offense in the game. They gave them 3 turnovers.
Yep.
2 of them were in field goal range, and the Lions got a touchdown on one of them.
Yeah.
Like, they got that last stop.
Hey, that last drive was huge. We got a bailout penalty, but Matthew Stafford, that ball was fielded at the 8-yard line, and they had to go all the way down. And the pass to Marvin Hall was a beauty. It really
that was beautiful, man.
And
beautiful pass.
It was a beautiful pass. I'm glad we got the win. I would have been sick if we didn't get that win, bro, because of Big V's hold.
Let's talk about Big V. What the heck? He was not right tackle. He was right guard.
They had him at guard. I guess they said, Crosby was playing so well.
Crosby was tackle.
They kept B at guard. B played guard in Philly. I want to see Dahlin there anyway, but I mean,
I don't know what's going on with Vati. Yeah. He's not the tackle. He was Terrell Crosby. Shout out to Terrell Crosby, though. He did a good job. The offensive line continues to be good.
We might have 6 actual starters.
It's solid, Mike. I'll say solid. But would you said that top really?
Top 10.
Top 10. Mike said top 10.
Top 10 is a lot.
I think that's
I'm top 10. This is the front 7 of the Arizona Cardinals is not a joke.
That's true.
Yeah,
these guys are not a joke.
But when they wanted to get there, they got there.
Because they are a defensive line that scared the living jeebies out of me when I watched the film. These guys were no joke. For them to do the performance that they did, hats off to them, man. I thought they would get beat up more.
And most of their sacks came off of blitzes and stunts.
Yes.
Yeah, they come off blitz. Yeah, they blitz you like crazy.
A lot of people, bro. And I was like,
Becker blitzes a lot,
Campbell?
man.
Yeah. Where was Campbell? He was
nowhere to be found.
Decker, my God, man. He's earned earning his paycheck, man. 3 games.
Yeah. He now this is the crazy thing, fellas. A win today changes the landscape because the Bears were a Nick Foles away from dropping to 2-1. They go to 3-0. The Packers are about to play tonight, but the Vikings now hold sole possession of the basement, and here goes that Lions hope that we have. Because now if we beat the Saints, we're going to see them today. They didn't look that good Monday night. If we beat, we're going to get 2 Saints. We're going to get Drew Brees going to rip them up, or we're going to get the Saints. But then they still got to face us. And we don't know what team we're going to get. But let me ask y'all, man, how does this change your projection? Because 1 win is huge, man. It's very huge. But I wanted to see a win and a defensive improvement. And I saw both of those today.
Yes.
So how do you feel? How do you feel, Noble, going into the Saints game, man, about the Lions' chances?
Well, I feel a little bit better about the defense. I'm still going to take the wait and see approach with them because I don't want to be. I don't want it to be like fool's gold, and get happy and excited because they won today. Because now that you won today, you got to put that behind you. Now that's the past. Now you got to go into the present and you got to face the Saints. And anytime that the Lions play the Saints, it's a shootout. So you got to be ready to go in there as a defensive unit and say, look, we're going to play like we played against Arizona. We're going to be on one accord. We're going to look to make turnovers. We're going to look to make things happen out there. And I think if the Lions take that into going against the Saints, they can do the same thing that they did against the Arizona Cardinals. It's all about having a mindset. You have to have the mindset that you can go in there and execute on defense and get stops.
Yeah. What about you, Tone? How you feeling about the chances against the Saints, man?
I mean, it depends if Mike Thomas plays because I think Mike Thomas would change a lot. I haven't really watched the Saints this year. I heard Drew Brees wasn't looking that great.
Monday night he didn't look that.
Word on Mike Thomas will be back.
Oh,
also, let me just say, Taylor Decker, you got it. They really making you earn that. Man, they put you on the roll right now. You had to face Khalil Mack, Zadarius Smith. Yeah. Just when against Chandler Jones next week, you're going against Cameron Jordan. Man, oh man.
Yeah.
And then if Okuda's injury not that bad, you talking about Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hopkins, and now Michael Thomas, probably.
Yep. Some of the best receivers in the game.
Yeah, but Desmond Trufant will be back.
So Trufant will be back.
Yes, that would be huge.
That's gonna be a different. Because, bro, did y'all see Tracy Walker in the slot? Guarding the slot.
I didn't see him. I didn't see him, man.
Tracy Walker was all over the place, though.
Yeah, but he would get. Man, I'm sorry, though. Tracy Walker would have got smoked in that position. He would have got burnt, man. I'm sorry. I'm so glad they.
Yeah.
He was lined up, but we get Coleman back after the bye.
Yeah.
So we can't skip the
and we
Saints.
get Curse after the bye.
That's true.
Hey, but this is what I like about it, dog, because I know we haven't talked about it, but Amani Warrior looked good too.
Yeah,
nobody's talking about the passes that this kid broke up. Amani was breaking passes up today, man, and wasn't getting no pass interference as much on him called on him today. That was awesome, man, from both of your two young corners. That's what you want to see. That's what you're talking about when you're talking about that growth and development with the corners. You're allowing both of those guys to go out there and play and be themselves. Go out there and take the bumps and bruises and do what you need to do. But I love the fact that I see both of the young corners playing, and that's just going to make this Lions defense a little bit better in the future.
Did y'all see Jeff Okuda's tweet?
No, I've been on YouTube. What did he say?
He said, "Dear world, keep that same energy."
Okay.
I got to give a shout out. I got to give a shout out
to the haters.
I got to give a shout out to Penasini. He made some good stops, man. Penasini came in there and he was doing
penetrating.
He was penetrating that offensive line and making sure he rubber.
Giving him all the strong.
He kept standing up. He kept standing up. Man.
Those Penasinis stood up strong on that strong D, and he was just pushing. He was pushing people over with that big, strong D of his, knocking folks out, rubber stamping.
See,
he was like a silver bullet, man.
Yeah, he lasted a little. You know, he had some.
Yeah.
Some
we need him to play well because if the Lions could stop the run, maybe we can get a little bit more pass rush because we don't have guys who should be rushing the passer.
And that's what I'm worried about, Alvin Kamara. Like, tonight's going to tell me a lot because the Saints did not look that great. They ran heavy with Alvin at first, and then they got away from it and just barely lost, man. And I'm like, what Saints are we going to see next week?
You're going to see, I'm going to tell you, you're going to see the Saints that's going to pass the ball to Alvin Kamara out of the backfield a lot next week. He's going to be catching a lot of routes. He's going to be running a lot of routes on the Lions. Normally when when Kamara is running routes and stuff like that, he's killing you, man.
Mike, I think that's going to be a problem, Mike.
I think
that
because he's probably going to be matching up with Coleman not Coleman. What's our linebacker? Jamie Collins because Tracy Walker's probably going to be matched up with Jared Cook.
I'm not worried about the line. If they're going to pass out of the backfield, Jeff Okuda and Harmon and Tracy Walker show me they can stop that. The middle is what I'm worried about. If they can get the wide receivers in the middle. Now, if they get them on the outside, if you've seen our defense was running towards the ball, all those jet sweeps that Cardinals were doing was ineffective. It was just not working. Now, when they hit us in the middle, when they were hitting us in the middle, that's where they got us. So if they want to do all these jet sweeps, Okuda's speed was faster, and it reminded me of Quandre Diggs back in the day. When he would be running up as a safety and stopping those.
And Diggs can tackle, and I think we need. Where was Jared Davis at today?
I don't know, man.
I don't know where he was.
I didn't even know. Was he out there?
I don't know.
Well, they had
I didn't see Jared out there.
They had Ragland out there.
Yeah, Ragland. Shout out to Ragland.
I think Davis didn't start. They started in a 4-3 defense, I believe.
I didn't really man. I didn't.
I didn't see Davis out there.
I didn't either.
Well, I gotta get going, fellas. I gotta make a video for tomorrow. I just made a video right now, folks. Check it out. It's the grades of the Detroit Lions. I'm gonna make a video for tomorrow morning. That's got to be done because it's 8:20 right now, and I got to go to the bathroom. Get it done.
Yeah. All right. I got to do the recap in a little bit.
Yeah, we about to get ready for Sunday Night Football anyway. All right, Mike.
Yeah. All right, adios.
Yep. All right.
Okay, adios, Mike.
Lions get the win. They do what they do best is give hope back to the fan base. I don't want to get too excited, but I saw what I needed to see, which was the defense to step up. We got our first turnover of the game, turned into 3 turnovers, should have been 4, and all of a sudden you go from no turnovers to 4 turnovers in one game. That's enough to vault a defense several places. I don't know what the stat line was for the run, yards, the pass, but I like what I see or what I saw. And I'm really hoping we can continue that against the Saints because we need to build on this. We can't lose again. You know what I'm saying? We can't go because we beat the. Now, how fitting is this, gentlemen? How fitting is this? Today was our 11th anniversary from our last win. And we to the day, and we got our last win 11 months later. So
that just let you know that something special was going to happen today.
Yeah, I know. It feels like it, right? It feels like it. Yep. So how are you feeling about next week, Noble Sports?
Going against the Saints next week?
Yes, sir.
Man, I feel like it's like this, I don't want to get my hopes up high, man. You know what I'm saying? And just be drinking a gallon of Kool-Aid. I don't want to do that. I want to take that wait and see approach to see if these guys going to translate what they did today in today's game over to the next game. And what I mean by that is playing as a unit. You know what I'm saying? The same thing that they did today, getting turnovers, flying around, making tackles. I even saw a sighting of Deshaun Hand on today. He finally showed up today.
Not a sweat bead on him, Noble. That brother didn't have a sweat bead on him, bro. But I saw him too, man. The camera was on him. I saw him as well. But go ahead, man.
Yeah, I saw him make one play out there. And, you got to feel good if you're a Detroit Lions fan because this is what you want, man. You want to win. You want to be able to beat the teams that nobody – we talk about that all the time in our offseason grid, beating the teams that nobody think that you can beat. And that happened today. They beat the Arizona Cardinals. Everybody pretty much had Cardinals winning. I had Cardinals winning the football game. And, man, the Lions, I'm not going to say that they made me a believer yet, but I want to take that wait and see approach to see how would they be able to game plan for Alvin Kamara and Mike Thomas, because he will be back next week. I already saw that they said that he'll be activated for this game. So he'll be back. And they just got to prepare for a shootout with the Saints, because definitely the Saints can put up points like no other out there.
Absolutely. And Tone, what you got, man?
First of all, the Lions did the two things that most people didn't think they could do, which was move the ball consistently and stop anybody when it counted.
Yep.
They did.
I thought they could move the ball. I really did.
I say consistently.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times the Lions might go 16 plays, whatever amount of yards, and they'll just go 3 and out the next 2 drives.
That's a truth. Yes.
Yeah.
Like that Packers game. But the defense looked a lot better. Even though they didn't even stop the run that well, the pass coverage improved a lot. Amani and Okuda looked a lot better. So did Will Harris. Pretty much everybody on defense looked better. You got to see how much they build on this. Trey Flowers, we just got to keep him healthy, please. He's all we got.
Facts.
Keep him healthy.
Yep.
Hand healthy. Williams healthy. Keep them all healthy. Yeah. Romeo Okawara got a sack out there.
I saw that.
Still no Julian sighting. Still no Julian.
Yeah, I didn't see Julian today. Nope.
They was like, oh Romeo. They said, forget Julian.
And that's a disappointment, man. That's a disappointment.
You got to, and the same thing with the Cardinals. The Cardinals didn't play Isaiah Simmons. He only got in I think on 1 or 2 snaps. They got Campbell. Yeah, they got Campbell playing ahead of him right now. And I'm like this, man. You got to let your rookies go out there and see what they can do, man. You don't know how these guys are going to be. He made a bonehead play in his first NFL game. He didn't pick up the running back. The running back ended up going 76 yards for a touchdown. That's going to happen, man. The same thing happened with Okuda last week, but look at this week. Okuda, from 1 week to the next week, there was a drastic improvement. And that's what I'm saying. You have to let those rookies go out there and get those bumps and bruises. You got to let those guys play. They're never going to be able to know how it is out there, the speed of the game, the concept of read and react. They're not going to know that stuff if you don't let those guys get out there and play and perform. And I think that's the same thing with the Arizona Cardinals. You're paying Isaiah Simmons $20 million to get out there and play. He was your first round pick. You got to put Simmons out on the field. You got to let him make his mistakes. If you don't, then you're going to regret drafting the guy. You know what I mean? So you don't want to do that.
Yeah, well, John says, when does Trufant come back? He was a scratch this week. He should be back next week. Yeah, Coleman.
Yeah, he might be back next week.
Yeah, Coleman won't be back till after the bye. But here's something from Mello Mo I wanted to say. If Swift didn't drop the pass, we will be 2-1. I love how they didn't lose confidence in the young man. They didn't, but he wasn't like, why? What are they doing? Like, what
are they doing with them?
Right. Did anybody think about like where was Kerryon? I know he showed up.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I saw Kerryon a couple times.
I did, but you're starting the game with AP. Like, what is that saying about Kerryon Johnson?
You know what I'm saying? To me, I agree. To me, what should have happened is, and let truth be told, they probably should have released Kerryon. If you're gonna bring AP in and allow AP to be the feature back, because he's pretty much taking over the role as the feature back for the Lions now, you probably should have released Kerryon Johnson and just have AP and Swift back there. And if you got another running back, you know what I'm saying, just in case somebody gets dinged up or something, you got another running back to go. But because they're not doing that, they're going straight to Adrian Peterson. You know, Kerryon is not getting the ball as much, or Swift. So Swift is not even getting the opportunity that much. He's only playing a few snaps. Come on, man. We want to see what this kid can do. Everybody's eyes is on DeAndre Swift. We know that he can catch out of the backfield, but what can he do as a runner?
Yeah, and that seemed like that's what it seemed like that's all they've been doing, really. The occasional run with a bunch of passes. I mean, he looked good out there today catching. Like, you wouldn't even be able to tell he dropped a touchdown pass. Like, he's been solid the last 2 weeks catching out of the backfield. He really has, man. And I like what Melomo said, Swift needs more touches. Absolutely.
So, I think absolutely. Stats. Because I know the Lions been running a lot of, running back by committee. So, I don't know if these stats are accurate, but it says Adrian Peterson had 21 attempts so far. Kerryon is at 15. Swift is at 8.
Wait, so far on the season or today?
The season, but Swift has the most catches out of all of them. Well, the most targets.
Yeah.
No, that can't be right. You said 21 for AP. That can't be right, bro.
I know it says 2 games. It's
up
games.
until
2 games.
Today.
Yeah.
So I've been running a lot of AP and a mix of AP and Kerryon, and just throwing Swift out there as a receiver.
Now
that's surprising.
Marvin Jones is on they saying, I've heard Marvin Jones is on the trade block, Kenny Golladay on the trade block, but Kerryon Johnson could be on the trade block because we still got Ty and we still got Bo, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm about to say we ain't heard Ty all year.
No,
you probably ain't gonna hear from him.
We did. He was in last game. I think it was a Ty sighting. He caught a pass out the backfield or something for like 2 yards.
That's good. We'll give a shout out to Jack Fox because a lot of people want us to draft a punter.
Bro.
I didn't even know PFF did grades for punters because I saw a tweet. It was like they did punter grades, and Jack Fox was the only dude. He was like in the 90s, I think, and he was the only dude that had more than an 80.
Yeah, he actually led the league in something last week. Fox is a stud, bro. I mean, if we was gonna lose Sam Martin, Fox is a pretty good replacement, man. Yeah. Absolutely.
Right.
Fox said I'll step in and do it.
Absolutely, bro. Well, this is crazy, man. I can't believe that we're even having this conversation. It feels weird. I was wondering, what am I gonna feel like when they win? You know what I mean? Like,
because everybody was expecting a loss. Yeah,
and it's been a long time, bro. Like, you got to understand, we've had anniversaries, birthdays. I mean, it's been 11 months since we got our last win. That is insane.
We're a year older now.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Which means a couple more gray hairs.
But that team really was looking at that. They was like, man, we done lost 11 games. Man.
I know.
Yeah.
What did Carolina do today? Did they lose or win?
I think Carolina might have lost.
If Carolina lost, they are now 11 straight. Now they're tied with where the Lions were at. They've lost.
I think
11.
Carolina.
Yep, because we lost 9 games.
Won.
Did the Carolina Panthers?
They won.
Wow.
They came back then. Okay,
because they would have been the new Lions.
Yeah,
they would have been. Because they were at. We would have been 12. They were at 11. So they finally got their win. I can't believe this, guys. We're 1-2 with a potential to be 2-2 next week. That's gonna be a tough game. Another matchup for Akuda. If we lose Akuda, then we'll have True Font. So I feel a little bit better. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Yeah.
But who thought the Bears would be 3-0, man?
Yeah.
I know. And they booed Mitchell Trubisky, bro. They yanked that dude.
Man, he had after he had that nice run, they yanked him.
Yeah, they yanked him. Bro.
Also, we were getting mad about the Lions blowing leads. Man, the Falcons the kings of that. Apparently, they're the first team this year. They're the only team this year that's blown 2 15+ point.
I think Dan Quinn gets fired before Patricia. I think he gets fired, especially what happens if they pull another one next week. Like, I think Dan Quinn gets fired.
Yeah, that they keep blowing leads. We think we bad at blowing leads, man. We don't got none on the Falcons.
Yeah, but I mean, we got a defensive. I think Matt Patricia. This is what I noticed this year, man. This week, bro he knew his job was on the line, bro. Like, if you go back and you watch the game and you watch the ending scene, like when he got hugged from his players, like he knew I needed to win this game. I cannot go to the bye week 0-4 because Sheila just rolled up on him. Yeah, she like, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, you need at least one of the next two. That's facts. But the one thing about the NFC North is it seems like that you have like the one team running away with it, but a lot of times it'll be tight until week 10, 11. Somewhere around there, man. Like the Lions could have if they can win on Sunday, a week from today, they're back in this thing. They really are, man.
The NFC North is the most inconsistent division in the NFL.
Absolutely.
You got the Lions who are inconsistent. The Bears, you're relying on Nick Foles, who is insanely inconsistent, and the Vikings got Kirk Cousins.
But he always come in and bail people out. He always does it, man.
Nick Foles got that one game that make you think, why this guy in the starter? Then he'll play the next game. You'll go like, oh, that's why.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, sir. We'll wrap this up. Hey, Infinity Sports. Think about what happened 2 years ago when the Lions lost 2 games. They lost against the Jets and some other team, and then they beat Tom Brady and the Patriots. I went to that game. Well, they also went 6-10 from that year. So we don't.
Can we ask? We play the Cardinals a lot now that I think about it. I'm like, we played them this year, last year. I think we played them the year before that. I think we played them also the year before that. I was like, man, we play the Cardinals a lot.
It's definitely been a lot. It's definitely been a lot. Well, I can't give a prediction yet. It feels weird because I have to now approach all my stuff because they won and not a loss. So that does feel different. So you got the wrap up. I know Noble's got to do his wrap up, and then I'll do mine tomorrow, and then transition on to the Saints. And things are different. Lions Twitter is back to drinking that Kool-Aid. We back on the Kool-Aid, man. But it feels good, and we're back home with no fans. But at least the Lions get to come home and settle down, and then they're off the next week. So a win going into the bye week will feel much better than that Kansas City loss last year. And then if we can come out and we got the opponent, the Jacksonville Jaguars, all of a sudden, fellas, we're now 3-2, and now maybe we're making some noise in the NFC North. So I don't know, guys, but it's been real. Tone, what's your final thoughts, man?
We got to use we got to use T.J. Hawkinson more. Thank you for finally putting Jesse James in the game. Taylor Decker he's getting underpaid the way he's playing. He's getting paid like average. There's guys like Donovan Smith for the Buccaneers, and Nate Soldier. He's making that kind of money, and he's playing significantly better than any of those guys. He just played 3 elite pass rushers. Khalil Mack is arguably top 3, and looked amazing in the pass game and in the run game. About to play against Cam Jordan next week. After that, he's going to play against Josh Allen. Man, that dude got quite a schedule on him. Defense looked better. Offense, got to see a little bit more than 23 points where you get out on them turnovers. But
yeah.
Matthew Stafford, if Matthew Stafford plays better, if Matthew Stafford could play anything like last year, and this offense could be a little bit more aggressive, take a couple more shots downfield, the Lions could make the playoffs. But they gotta be more aggressive with Stafford, and he's got to be better, because the fact that Stafford didn't play that great in the fourth quarter against the Bears, the second half against the Bears, he didn't play that great this game against the Cardinals, and we still almost won both those games. We won this game, but if we can get Stafford to just play better, especially the way the offensive line is playing, use TJ better, and keep putting Jesse James in the game, run the ball, the Lions offense could be really good, which will help out the defense, because the Lions offense so far this season has kind of been pretty average. And if it's above average, then it would just help this team out a lot.
Yeah, when he gets on, He been missing some valuable throws. When he gets on, it's gonna be solid. It's gonna be solid. Now, Noble, what you got, man? What's your final thoughts? I think he might be frozen. He'll probably come back in. While we're waiting on him, here's what I want to let y'all know. Now, we gotta. Oh, there you go. There you go, man. What's your final thoughts, bro?
Oh, okay. I just want to give the people a rundown of who won today.
Okay.
The Lions get the victory today, 26-23 against the Cards. 49ers get the victory, 36-9 over the Giants. Bears beat the Falcons, 30-26. Then you got the Bills beating the Rams, 35-32. Who would have knew that the Cleveland Browns would win today against the Washington football team, 34-20. The Titans go on to get the win against the Vikings, 31-30. The Patriots do their thing against the Raiders, 36-20. And Bengals and Eagles tie the football game. And then who would ever believe that the Texans would keep dropping games like this? They end up losing to the Steelers on today, 28-21. And the Colts ended up beating the Jets 36-7. Panthers over the Chargers 21-16. Buccaneers over the Broncos 28-10. And the Seahawks.
He was rolling.
Yeah.
Noble.
So I saw something interesting on Twitter. The Cleveland Browns have a positive record for the first time since 2014.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Cleveland is looking different this year, man.
They are. They had a lot of disgruntledness. Well, to capitalize on what Noble was saying, this is the stuff that I hope that the Lions capitalize on, because this is like, if you're a Lions fan, this is when it becomes very difficult, because you're in this sweet spot right now of hope. And then we need to win. Like, we have to win next week. We need to win the next two. We got to come out the bye week. And check this out. To go with what Noble was saying, the winless teams in the National Football League are the Jets, the Broncos, the Houston Texans, the Cincinnati Bengals, the Atlanta Falcons, the Minnesota Vikings, the Philadelphia Eagles. The Falcons are winless, bro.
Yeah.
And the New York Giants. So Detroit is no longer in. That's a big swing, gentlemen, because you're talking about 8 teams that are winless in the National Football League. We are not one of those anymore.
Also, the Texans are winless, man. They need a guy like DeAndre Hopkins.
Exactly. Yeah. Got him.
Hello.
All right, so the 1-win teams would be the Chargers, Miami Dolphins, Jacksonville Jaguars, the New Orleans Saints, Washington football team, Dallas, who is just fading over there. Shout out to EG. And Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. So just like that, we have, one win is giant. Yeah. It is giant. And in the division, let me see where the Lions are at right now. But that's huge.
What third, right? Because the Vikings are what, 0-3?
Yeah, we are officially third. We can't move from third this week, because even if the Packers lose, they beat us. Plus, they'll be 2-1. Yeah. So,
because we're gonna get to see how good are the Packers or how good are the Saints, and B, anybody on board picking up Jabal Sheard, because he
coming here. Listen.
I think you can't turn down any chance of getting a pass rush, and this guy has shown times of being an above average pass rusher. You can't just. If somebody's out there like that, and you can get him real cheap. Ain't nobody. He's gonna get real cheap.
No, he coming
in the
bro.
system.
He's coming.
Yeah, I want to see how he looks.
He will be playing after the bye week. I guarantee you. They're gonna bring him in. And he might not see any action. If they don't, they'll bring him in after they play the Saints, and then he'll play that week 6.
And even if he don't bring anything on the field, he can be a mentor for a guy like Julian. He plays the same position.
No, bro. He got to bring something to the field.
Well, I'm saying even if he doesn't play, I shouldn't say if he doesn't play.
Oh, like
if he doesn't play amazing. If he doesn't play amazing, at least he can be like a mentor to a guy like Julian.
But he got 4.5 sacks last year. That's not. That's solid.
I think he'll be good.
Yeah.
Just bring something to the table. That's all.
I think that's what we need. Because Julian is a no-show. I don't know what's going on with him. Nick Williams, you didn't really hear his name. Deshaun Hand. We need that guy on defense, bro. But I will say this. In defense of Matt Patricia, his guys stepped up today. His guys are the ones you heard. The Deron Harmons, the Jamie Collins, Jeff Okuda. That's the guy that Bob Quinn supposedly wanted. He wanted Patricia wanted Derek Brown. So maybe he did go get his guys. All I know is that the Saints is going to prove that game is going to prove a lot. If we can beat them, then we have now shifted what the public thinks of us, bro. I'm talking about, 2 solid teams we beat and 2 other teams we had the lead on.
Yeah. And everybody remember, it's 7 playoff spots this year.
Absolutely. It absolutely is.
Difficult. NFC is difficult, 8-8 might get you into the playoffs. That's how difficult the NFC is.
And Dallas looks like a turd show over there. It really does. Dallas is horrendous right now. I don't even think Everson Griffin is making any noise over there. I don't.
I heard Alden Smith was doing good.
Okay. So that's it, gentlemen. So here we are. That hope is building. The Kool-Aid is sipping.
You taste a little bit of Kool-Aid this week?
Just a little bit. I got a good headache this week, and it's always better to have a good headache than a bad headache, man. And for 7 days, it's going to be solid, and we're going to get back into it next Sunday. But thank you guys so much. Go enjoy Sunday Night Football if that's your thing. You guys have a great week. Be safe, and we will see you back on Tuesday. Hopefully, if not, we'll see you Thursday for the One Pride podcast. And we are out. We'll talk to you guys later.
All right, we out of here. Boom.
Peace.